Meditation and Spiritual Life, Swami Yatiswarananda. True renunciation means love of God. In spiritual life, renunciation and dispassion must go hand in hand with love of God. Intensification of the former without intensification of the latter is what makes spiritual life so difficult to many people. Renunciation, if accompanied by intense love of God, makes spiritual life a most joyful adventure. Sri Ramakrishna says that Tyaga, renunciation alone will not stand, because Tyaga means you're creating a vacuum. You have to fill it with something else. Uh, the mind will go here and there unnecessarily. So that vacuum has to be filled with the love of God, Anurag. Tyaga accompanied with Ishvara Anurag. Tyaga and Anurag. Anurag means attachment to God. So, accompanied by intense love of God, has to go hand in hand. Make spiritual life a most joyous adventure rather than only spiritual life can be sustainable. Divine love fulfills everything. So, for one who loves God sincerely, there is really speaking no giving up but fulfillment. Real. So, how this fulfillment? Because everything becomes God's, and nothing mine. The entire world, including my body and my mind, becomes God's property, and I'm just the trustee. I'm just entrusted this body and this mind to do God's work. Real love for God finds its expression in love for man in general without loving any particular individuals. If we develop this new outlook, our life will change altogether, because this new outlook breaks down all barriers and snaps all bonds. It is a tendency of work to bind and fetter the soul in every way. But if we offer all the fruits of our work to the Lord, this very work will break down all the barriers and destroy all bondage. Then we'll become only instruments in His hands and know ourselves to be not the agents of our actions. We must find room for the divine in the monastery, in the world, and above all in our hearts. True renunciation thus means filling the heart with the divine always. Usually, we find our mind is burdened with desires and passions, and to the extent we are able to rid ourselves of this load, to that extent we feel more of the divine light within. We should try to shift the center of consciousness from ourselves to God, and then we will find we and everyone else have a place in God.